Football was just my life. You know, weekends football, just it consumed me. So I love it, and I'll always love it. I'll always follow it. I'll always be a big fan. You know, like I said to you, I haven't closed the doors of football. You know, maybe I'll feel like I want to go back. You know, maybe that will be in a few weeks. Maybe it'll be in a few years. Maybe I'll just be a fan. But football has been, you know, such a big part of my life, and it's been so special to me. It's helped me meet the most amazing people in the world, and travel and live in different countries, and to support myself. But I mean, it's an industry that has a lot of things need to, I guess, change, and a lot of there's a lot of problems with it as well. You know, from sketchy agents to, you know, the homophobic culture to just a lot of stuff. So,
as you explained this morning, you could not have made your statement and came out if you were still playing football.
I felt that way. You know, who knows? Because no one's done it.
How do you anticipate? What do you think people, other footballers at Leeds, for example, where you were playing for Leeds, how would they have been?
I don't know. I mean, they've been awesome. They've been sending me messages and supporting me, but it just would have been just so scary, just for me, just to go in the next day and just be like, "Hey, what's up, guys? Like, everything cool? Let's just go training."
And as we said further, if you've been playing for Leeds and you were away to a club like, say, Millwall, for example, you can anticipate the abuse.
Of course, and of course that would be tough, because, you know, it's one thing when you hear about it, you can laugh and joke with your friends, and but when you hear it from people that it can be quite malicious, it changes things. And in the past, like when I was playing football and going to stadiums where people are saying bad things about you or your family, you're just like, whatever, it doesn't matter, they don't know me, they're just trying to get under your skin. But when they do know who you are, and then they take a shot at you, it becomes a little bit more personal, and I don't know how I would react to that.
You spoke with a lot of affection about other footballers and your teammates and how well you got on with many footballers, but you also spoke about the culture of football that coaches would sometimes say, don't pass the ball like a fan.
Yeah. You know, and I've talked to a lot of people about how, you know, footballers aren't homophobic, or at least the ones I've come across. It's very much that pack mentality, and, you know, saying things to make your buddies laugh, and the banter in locker rooms or changing rooms, and coaches saying things, I think, to be kind of like funny and to get along with the players. So, you know, of course, again, there are times you hear it sounds malicious, and that's when you're like, excuse me? Like, you don't say it, but in your head you're like, huh, it's a bit weird. But after hearing so many comments, that's what makes you think, okay, yeah, I'm right, I can't come out.
Because as you said, when you one-to-one with a player, you felt that there was another life to that player.
Of course.
And you would have been able to come out to them, possibly, except if you had not had to go back the next day into the pack.
You know, I have a lot of my friends are footballers, so obviously you can't speak for all of them. But most of the ones that I've come across, they, you know, caring and sensitive and very interesting people with different layers. Now, when they get into that football culture, it's like they all turn into the same person almost. And I'm not trying to stereotype, but you know, you hear stories about footballers and how, you know, oh, we're all partiers, or we're all, you know, spending money and hooking up with all these girls, and it's like, well, obviously not, I'm gay, so.
We spoke about, are there any other gay footballers that you know? You said you thought carefully and you could not think.
Couldn't think of one. No. I've sat down with friends and can't think of one single footballer that I could think that was gay.
But obviously, you know, there'll be many gay footballers.
Tons. I mean, footballers dress, you know, I'm just kidding, dress really well. No, I can't think of one. And I've had tons of support from footballers. You know, all my friends have sent me messages, but no one's said, "Hey, Robbie, like, I'm so happy you did this because I'm actually gay as well." No one said that, so it's gonna take more time.
You know, we said in the 80s, black footballers, there was this myth that when winter came, cold started to bite, they would disappear. Things that change now. I think black footballers are accepted, obviously.
Of course.
Does that give you some semblance of hope
Yeah, I think no, I know it will change. I know that there'll be gay footballers, no doubt. I just don't know when. I don't know how long it will take. That's the next step. The next step is, okay, how do you create an atmosphere where men and women feel that it's okay to come out and play, to come out and to continue to play and to be themselves. It's a great question. Football is there's so much history. So it's like, okay, what kind of changes do you make, but you still want to keep it the same because it's such a great sport. It's just so much culture, and the fans love their tradition. So it's a tough one, but I'm positive that slowly that there'll be changes.